She thought she started a game, but she didn't know who she was playing with, and I don't lose. The security system chimed at 1:44 a.m., a soft digital beep, but it hit me like a gunshot. 20 years in law enforcement and private security sharpens you to react to data, not excuses. The log on my tablet showed that Alyssa had entered using the guest code, not her personal code, not her fingerprint. The guest code is for emergencies, floods, break-ins, power outages, not for my wife creeping into our home like an intruder. She was supposed to be at the agency, burning through another all-nighter for the Morrison political campaign. She'd kissed me goodbye that morning in a fitted red dress and heels, promising to be home late, and she was late. But not for the reason she claimed. From the dark bedroom window, I watched her BMW slide into the driveway. She sat there 5 minutes, fixing her makeup, practicing her expression, checking her phone. When she finally stepped out, the red dress was wrinkled in a way that didn't come from sitting in an office. She entered quietly, moving through the house as if trying not to wake the ghosts of our marriage. She showered for nearly 20 minutes, long enough to scrub away perfume that wasn't mine. She called out, "Frank, you awake?" I kept my eyes closed. I didn't trust my voice. The next morning, I confronted her. She sat across from me, scrolling through her phone, perfectly polished blonde bob, impeccable, blouse crisp, expression unreadable. "Late night?" I asked. "Campaign's killing me?" she replied without looking up. I turned my tablet toward her. "Guest code? Why?" Her fingers froze, a microsecond crack in the armor. Then she smiled bright, calculated, familiar in the worst way. I must have mixed them up. You know how tired I was? The problem was, I did know how tired she wasn't. That afternoon, while she was at work, I installed a GPS tracker under her BM. Half the car was legally mine. So was the truth. 3 nights later, I got it. Her car was parked at Harborview Condos, the priciest building on the coast. Unit 4B belonged to Jasper Dale, local millionaire, businessman, notorious collector of married women. He bragged about it behind closed doors. I'd installed his security system years before. Suddenly, everything clicked. The clothes, the late nights, the perfume, the sudden distance. Alyssa wasn't just cheating. She was auditioning for a new life. The next morning, I tested her loyalty like a man testing a cracked dam. "Are you happy?" I asked gently. "Do you need something I'm not giving you?" For a moment, her mask trembled. Then her hand slid over my shoulder, a perfect performance. "Frank, you're imagining things." "No, I wasn't." Later that day, I went to Harborview and checked the visitor logs. There it was, Alyssa, weekly, using a fake client name. She'd been lying with the confidence of someone who thought she was smarter than everyone around her. She forgot who she married, a man who made a living outsmarting liars. That evening, she texted me, "Working late. Don't wait up." I drove to the condos instead. Her car was already there. I took photos, not for revenge, for evidence. The next day at the Fisherman's Bar, I met Ray, my old police partner. "You heard?" he asked. "I'm hearing rumors," I said. Ray slid a photo across the table. Alyssa and Jasper at a romantic dinner, her in the black dress I bought her for our anniversary. Jasper's hand over hers. "He targets wealthy wives," Ray said. "Gets them to open doors. Then he taps into their husbands' networks." "It's a con," I muttered. Ray nodded. "And your wife swallowed the bait." 2 days later, my son Sam cornered me in the garage. At 16, he was too observant for his own good. "Mom's cheating, isn't she?" I didn't sugarcoat it. "Yeah," he nodded like he'd expected it. "I saw him. Jasper picked her up last week. Treated me like trash. Dad, whatever you're planning, I'm with you." That night, when Alyssa showered, I checked her phone. She cleared messages, but not well enough. She'd given Jasper details about our finances, about my clients, about my schedule, and messages between her and Marina, her best friend, proved Marina was covering for her and helping her hide assets. I saved everything. The next morning, I filed for divorce. We served her the papers at her office in front of everyone. According to Ray, she went ghost white. The grounds listed infidelity with photos. We'd frozen the joint accounts. Secured the home. Cut off her access to everything except her own salary. She stormed home that night. You humiliated me, she screamed. You humiliated yourself, I replied calmly, repeatedly. In public, with Jasper, her eyes widened. She had finally realized I knew everything. When I mentioned Marina snitching, Alyssa's entire face changed. She understood she had no allies left. Jasper's promises were lies, and I had dismantled her entire exit strategy. After 3 weeks of radio silence, she asked to meet like adults, so we met at the same restaurant where she'd kissed Jasper.